We'll be simulating a scenario in which the crew of a United States merchant marine vessel will be conducting a meeting and drill in anticipation of entering the high-risk area off the coast of Somalia. So the ship's crew will be adhering to the best management practices as best they can and for protection against Somali pirates. And once the simulation is complete, we'll review some of the key points of their strategy and offer some insight into the details of the scenario. Okay, so I'll be playing the captain of the vessel in the meeting and in the scenario.
And I'll be playing the chief mate.
I'll be playing the chief engineer.
And I'm going to be the first assistant engineer.
That concludes the safety meeting. On to new business. Tomorrow we pick up the armed security personnel, and the next day we enter the high-risk area 1,300 miles off the coast of Somalia. Chief Mate, as the ship security officer, you're going to be overseeing the ship protection measures in preparation for a possible pirate encounter. Can you brief us on some of the preventative measures that you'll be implementing?
Yes, Captain. In the forward storage hatch, we have enough fencing to barricade the bridge, protecting from any projectiles and limiting access into the bridge. The bosun is currently installing a double-high wall of concrete wire along the starboard O1 deck, and he will begin on the port side after we pick up the armed security team.
Good. Okay. Chief, what about the fire hoses?
So our fire hoses are being set up by the first assistant engineer along the O1 deck of the ship. When we conduct the pirate drill this afternoon, we will test the hoses and ensure that they are, in fact, working properly.
Okay. And how is the engine department with regard to machinery status?
Last we checked, all equipment is fully operational. The oil fuel purifier was put back in service last night. We have all generators available in case we need to power the bow thruster for maneuvering tactics. And the engine crew is prepared.
Okay. And Chief Mate, what about the deck side?
The crew is well rested and ready to take on the high-risk waters. We have enough crew to stand radar watch as well.
All right. It sounds like things are in order. I'll be notifying the marine trade operations in Dubai as soon as we enter the high-risk area.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
Okay.
How's it looking out there, Bob?
Wait. Forward starboard side. Zodiac approaching.
The skiff's approaching!
Mate, increase speed to full ahead.
Aye, aye, Captain!
Hard to port.
Aye, aye, Captain! Speed reaching 18 knots!
Chief, this is the captain. Start the fire pumps.
Roger that, Captain. Starting the fire pumps now. The third engineer and I are here. We're at the fire hose. I'll keep you updated. You get the nozzle, I'll support the hose. You get the tip, I got the base, baby. Let's do this. Ready. Ready? Charging! Chief engineer to captain, come in.
This is the captain speaking.
All the lower deck personnel are secure.
Roger that. Instruct the engine department to lock all doors.
Yes, sir. Over now. First engineer, please secure all passageways and doors on the main deck, and ask the chief mate to secure all the doors and passageways above deck. Over.
Right away, Chief. Chief Mate, Captain requests all doors and passages above deck be secured.
In reviewing the scene that we just watched, we can point out some key strategies in the way the crew had an effort in deterring the pirates. First off, they had a meeting before entering the high-risk area. This meeting allowed both the deck and engine department to coordinate and assess the status of the vessel. Communication, informing the crew of the impending risk, and assigning roles and responsibilities are necessary before entering pirate waters.
The crew also had arranged for a PCASP team to come aboard. This may not always be an option, but in this case it was. The presence of an armed guard will often deter pirates. An additional meeting could then be arranged in between the captain and the PCASP team. During the crew's meeting, they discussed standing lookout and radar watches. The ability to identify potential pirate threats before it comes too close is key in preventing an attack.
The captain and the first mate discussed the implementation of ship protection and measures such as barricades and barbed wire, which would make it difficult for pirates to board and protect sensitive areas like the bridge. During the drill, active measures were taken. The speed of the vessel was increased, the fire hoses were charged, and the hatches and the passengers were secured. The crew demonstrated quick response to the threat and very good communication.